Hi, I'm Deb from Skein Sisters. We have got this brand new yarn in this week and I wanted to show it to you because it's absolutely super special and we're completely in love with it. I've been knitting a swatch today, which I'll show you a bit later, and I'll talk to you about why it's so lovely. So first off, it's this one here, and you can see all the colours. It's called Indiecita Baby Suri Silk Brushed. So that alone just tells you how gorgeous it's going to be. So it's baby Suri Alpaca. So Suri alpacas are the ones with the long dreadlocks on them. A lot of the other alpaca, they're more of a shorter fleece, but this one's got long dreadlocks, and it's quite soft and silky. Oh, so luscious to use. With silk, I'll just tell you the amount. 70% baby Suri alpaca and 26% mulberry silk. So you can see, look how beautiful that is.
It is really hard to describe how soft it actually is.
If you've used Mohair before, this is actually quite a different experience. Mohair still, even the softest Mohair, I find still has a slight scratch. The scratch is probably the wrong word.
Yeah.
But I don't know, a texture to it. This is almost like, well, I said to Jane earlier, it's like knitting air, which she thought I said knitting hair. But
Hello, Jane.
it was like knitting air. It was absolutely glorious. And it's Mohair. I've got Mohair here. I'll show you. It's actually a bit finer. So there's one strand of the Mohair, and here's one of the Suri, and there's just that little bit more fluff to it. So we're thinking it's more like a 3-ply than the lace weight Mohair. If you don't like wearing Mohair, this is an absolutely perfect choice instead to use with all of those amazing jumpers and shawls and everything where they mix Mohair with another yarn, or even just on its own to add lots of texture. Stephen West does heaps of things just with Mohair on its own. Now, let me just show you my little swatch. I've got my gauges here too. So I've been testing it with all sorts of different things here, and I'm going to keep going as well. So down the bottom, I've actually done it as a single, just on its own. And look how airy and filmy that is. It's totally beautiful. And then I've put it with Fabulous Sock in our Aliens Exist colorway. So you're just getting those little pops of color still coming through. And that's obviously the color of the Suri there. And that was on a 4.5, and I got 18.5 stitches. Now I think you can go even tighter than that and have no problem. It's going to be absolutely luscious still. And then up here, because there's all the beautiful patterns like Ranunculus and Love Note, which are done on much larger needles, I popped our Fabulous Sock in Pearly Pearl with the Suri on 6mm needles. So it's lovely and open, but you still get that lovely fuzz just actually filling the gaps between the stitches. And my gauge was 17 stitches. So I've steamed, I haven't blocked. It might actually relax even more than that. But I think that's just a really, really lovely choice to do one of those amazing, amazing jumpers. And then up the top here, I have knitted it double. So this one here. So Andrea Mowry's brought out a pattern last week. Broom, maybe? B-R-U-M-E. I think I've got that right. Anyway, you'll see it on Ravelry. It's in a beautiful teal colour. And we think that holding this double is the perfect choice for that pattern. You'll get gauge, well, I used a 4.5 and I got 16, but I think you can go tighter than that as well to get sort of 17 or 18 stitches, and it's really luscious. I can imagine a jumper in that too, and it would be super cozy. Now, one last thing I wanted to show you is this baby Suri has got 5 very special colours. I can show you 4, I think, of them, because we sold out the other one already. Most of the colours are solids, you know, all just one colour, but there's a few that have got multis within them.
Aren't they pretty?
So pretty. So rather than having a multicolored yarn that you're holding with it, you could use a plain yarn, and the color is then going to come from the suri, from the different dye, like, you know, colors within the dye. So gorgeous. I really love that one.
Yes, it's so delicate.
That one they call multi-creams, but it's got quite sort of pinks and, you know, very palest blues and apricots. It's super, super pretty. Yeah. It's a Janine colour.
Yes, it is.
Anyway, it's all in store and online, of course, so have a look.